Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to DLS Weekly, live from the Buffalo Wild Wings in Christiana. Patrick Ariani's with you. I'll introduce you to our panel here in a second. We got an action-packed show here today. New basketball top 10s, which we'll dive into here in just a little bit. Some open roundtable hot topics, as well as a guest that we were meant to see in December. Some scheduling conflicts. We're going to have them both on here. The Wilmington Charter Force girls basketball team and the St. Mark's girls basketball team. Before we get to that, I want to introduce our panelists here today, Jason Winchell, and a first-timer here, Craig Laskowski. Welcome in, gentlemen. Hope the evening's treating you well. Absolutely. Craig, welcome in, sir. Absolutely. So let's hop right into it, fellas. We'll talk about our brand new top 10s that just came out this week. We'll start with girls basketball since we're going to be tackling with the two teams on here today. Taking a look at the graphic on your screen. Coming in at number 10, Delaware Christian. Woodbridge dropping to number 9. Dover moving up to number 8. Ursuline with a tough week falls back to number 7. Wilmington Charter, a team we'll talk to here in a little bit, 12-1, coming in at number 6. Tatler moving up to 5th. Caravel at 5. St. E's at 4. St. E's at 3. And then the top two remaining the same, Sanford and Cape Henlope. And fellas, it's been a pretty good season. As you can see, a little bit of a reshuffle here in the top 10 this week. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
16 seconds ago, Ursuline hits a 3 with 5.1 seconds in and Arsenal goes right to the court, a floater to the game winner, buzzer beater, and the upset concluded. Arsenal won at Ursuline.
It's tremendous. And you got to be impressed. Maybe we had Coach Pisani on the show a couple of weeks ago, and is everything good? And they've been impressed. They've been impressive, the Hawks, and they will continue to look that streak. Coach Pisani got them on the right path there. Sounds like we got some technical difficulties going with this mic. Look, Nick Halliday's in here, man. How we doing, Nick?
There you go.
Now he's on. Jay, you gotta love it. Jay's on, man. But let's tackle right into it. You were talking about Ursuline, you know, that tremendous win for that Archmere program down the stretch of that game. And Coach Pisani's got that team playing right. They were on the show a couple weeks ago, as we were just talking about, and they've been right in the ship since.
Yeah, in fact, their only loss in the last 6 games is to the Wilmington Charter team that's going to be on the show tonight. And that was right after the Ursuline game, so on the line of that Ursuline game. And maybe they had Wilmington Charter less than 48 hours later, and Charter played a great defensive game. Arch was going to get the stop the ball, but that's why Ursuline dropped a little bit. Ursuline had another tough loss against Caravel, and guess what? Tonight they're playing number 1 Sanford. And it doesn't get any easier for Ursuline, and
We shall see. And in years past, girls basketball's been kind of top heavy. This year, Jay, there's some new blood in that mix in that top 10. And we feel like this could be a year where a couple surprise teams pop up.
Well, let me tell you about that Tatmel team, right? That down there sitting at 5, right? They lost to Sanford by 4 points and to Caravel by 1 point. Mm-hmm. So they can play with those top teams this year. Sanford Cape Henlope, 1 versus 2, Friday night at Sanford in girls basketball. That's going to be a great game. Cape making the long trip up here. We'll see where those two teams are. It seems like the heavyweights are playing each other. Ursuline St. E's. St. E's beat Wilmington Charter by by 6 points last week, and a
Good
really good game. So, I think at the beginning of the year, if anyone said Wilmington Charter or Delaware Christian or some of the team, Dover, and they're in our top 10, and I think they can make some noise.
Absolutely.
It's a new world.
It is.
Yeah, it's not the same heavyweights as we had in the years past. I think it makes it more interesting, makes it for a better all-around game.
Absolutely, without a doubt. Switching gears over to boys, we'll take a look now at the boys' top 10. Starting off, coming in, 2 newcomers. Well, actually one re-upper and 1 newcomer to the top 10. Coming in number 10, Chris Albero and company, 93 Archmere Hawks at number 10. Middletown getting a couple wins, getting back in rhythm, hopping back in at number 9. Penn drops to number 8. Caravel moves up to number 7, but we'll talk about them in a second and how impressive they've been. Number 6, Appoquinimec stays the same. Dover stays at 5. Howard stays at 4. And then the top 3, a little reshuffle here. Sanford bumps back to 3. Tower Hill bumps back to 2 because Salesiana beat both of them and has been on a tear since getting back to in-state play. They are your new number 1 team in the state of Delaware, and looks like they're carrying on a tradition unlike any other here within the state, taking the L after being ranked our number 1 team. But talk a little bit about this top 10. Obviously, Archmere, new group in there. And Craig, I know I've heard you're an alumni.
I am.
Hawks, talk to me about them.
Yeah, I tell you what, they got great fundamentals. They're not a flashy team. They're not going to beat you with speed. They're not going to be playing above the rim by any means. But they have great fundamentals, great coaching, and they will just grind you down. They are a great team that way. And Albero, there's not enough you can say about that kid. I mean, he led the football team to a state championship, first one in 30 years, and now he's just bringing this basketball team back into the top 10. It's great to watch, especially, I'm a little biased, but it's great to watch.
Yeah, and they have an impressive win over St. E's. They lost to that Caravel team in overtime, and their other loss was to Tatnall on the buzzer beater. So I mean, and Tower Hill. They lost to number 1 Tower Hill. So at the time, so they've won 8 in a row. They're on a roll. They're getting hot at the right time. Like Craig said, they don't turn the ball over. They're not going to beat themselves. And they get good guard play, and they have a deep bench.
The Sallies has run through the gauntlet here of teams. I mean, just in recent weeks, they've beaten William Penn, they've beaten Appoquinimec, they've beaten Sanford, they've beaten Tower Hill. They ran into a Caravel team last night. And Caravel, they've been playing well too. Those 2 teams seem to be playing at the top of their levels right now, and maybe you throw a Dover and a Tower and Sanford into the mix, but Sallies and Caravel both seem to be riding high, and Caravel getting a big win last night.
Yeah, Caravel put up 75 points against that Sal's defense that's been holding teams to under 50 in that win streak. It was the 8th straight game in a row Sally's played a top 10 team. They went 7-1 in that stretch, 6 of those on the road. So as a coach, I would take that in a heartbeat any day.
Yeah.
I'm sure Trevo wants to work on some things that didn't go their way. Credit to that young Caravel team. Mark Tobin does a great job there at Caravel. This year, I think a lot of people, they lost a couple tough ones to Sanford and Tower Hill.
Yeah.
2 teams ranked in the top 5. So, that's both on the road. Last night was a chance at home. With number 1 Salesiana. They packed that gym. What a great student turnout. 2 nights in a row, because the night before against Ursuline, that gym was packed too. It's great to see fans back in the stands, students back in the stands to cheer on their team. And, Caravel played with Salesiana. They weren't afraid. They took the ball to the basket. They broke the Salesiana pressure when Sally's was trying to get back in the game. And Pat, they made free throws.
Yeah, that's big.
That's huge. So guess what? Their last 2 games at DSL 24 on Saturday.
Our first commercial break here on DLS Weekly. When we return, I believe we will have...
Let's go St. Mark's.
We're going to have St. Mark's on first. We'll have the Spartans talking to you after the break right here on DLS Weekly.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority. If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union. Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life. Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life. Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier? Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a local...
Welcome back into DLS Weekly, live from the Christiana Buffalo Wild Wings. Joined by Mike Lang here to my right. He just hopped in, and we're actually joined here by the St. Mark's Spartans ladies basketball team. Ladies, welcome in. Introduce yourself. Tell us an interesting fact or favorite menu item here at Buffalo Wild Wings.
My name's Sophia Messick. I just ordered the quesadilla.
I'm Haley Short, and I just got the Everything Bagel Bites.
Well done. So, ladies, talk to us a little bit about your year. 11-4 on the season. Got a couple really nice wins. A couple tough losses against some of the top teams. The top teams in the state. What's kind of been working for you guys this year to get off to such a great start?
Yeah, we're a really young team, and we're still 11-4, and we're still going to come back next year even better. And we've been having a really good season. We played against some tough competition.
The team's playing well, too. We all are playing really well together right now.
Yeah, the chemistry has gotten really good, and it's just going to get better, and I'm really excited for this next season coming up and the rest of the season.
Mike?
Okay. Sophie, you had a couple new faces this year. I know one of your big scorers from last year did not return this year. Did you feel any extra pressure, or do you think that you have, with the influx of students at St. Mark's, you have some additional talent that you didn't have to shoulder all the burden yourself?
Yeah, I don't really feel pressure that much. I know my teammates have my back. When I'm off, I know my teammates are going to score for me and just get the dub either way. I don't really have to score all the points every single time, so yeah.
Talk a little bit about, obviously there seems to be a resurgence at St. Mark's. And since you ladies have been in school, there's a rejuvenation on campus, it seems like there. Talk a little bit about your student section. Talk a little bit about the energy in the school surrounding your guys' basketball season this year.
It's really good at school, actually. Like, usually we have like a good turnout sometimes, so.
Right.
And a lot of people try and come. Sometimes they're right after school, so it's hard.
Yeah.
But the bench is really helpful too, because they're always cheering and everything. So.
And how does that help you when you're on the court? I mean,
it helps a lot. Like,
the extra
it definitely
out.
helps me a lot, because if I'm like down, I just look over and they're all like cheering anything. Or if you miss a shot, like you always get like the good shot comment or something like that.
Right.
So you guys have had a chance to play at the SL24. I know that's a big deal at St. Mark's because Sean Locke went to St. Mark's. What was that like playing at the field house? I know, Sophie, you were there last year. Haley, did you play there last year too?
Yeah.
So you guys were able to play there this year and on Friday night and picked up that big win over Middletown. What's that like playing in that atmosphere?
Yeah, that was a great experience. A lot of the girls on our team have never played in the SL24, so that was
like
really,
half our team, more than half our team, the first time playing last year.
Yeah, that was really
this
nice.
year.
And to get the win and play really good was good.
Were you guys upset you didn't have the same color uniforms as the guys? No.
What do you say?
The lime green. Come on.
I don't like that color.
Oh, me neither. I don't like that.
No, that's it's well worth the ask. Well worth the ask. But yeah, no, it's a tremendous event that gets put on there. Now, looking ahead, you got Del Castle, Brandywine's canceled. Brandywine's canceled.
That's a win.
That's a win.
That's 2 points for you guys.
So you got Del Castle, then rivals Padua, Ursuline before you finish up at Polytech. Looking ahead to those final 4 games, what's the goal for your team in order to get victories in those games, do you guys feel?
Probably to work hard and like make sure we're hustling, make sure we have good practices, because like a bad practice, that's not really good, and it would not really help us leading on to our next games. So we're trying to do better at practice.
Yeah, we're just going to prepare for the tournament and prepare to do some damage in the tournament after our season. So these next games are really going to be crucial to us.
Yeah.
I've seen Sophia for a couple years now. She can do some damage. You girls are heading toward, it looks like a home game in the tournament. How exciting is that for you to get a chance to play at home in front of your fans at the state tournament?
That's going to be great to have all those fans and the energy. And that'll be like the first time in a while to have a home game for playoffs for us. So yeah.
We didn't last year, right?
No, we didn't.
We played at Brandywine.
Where'd you go last year?
We played at Brandywine.
At Brandywine.
At Brandywine.
Yeah.
Oh, I was there. I remember that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys beat Brandywine, and then I forget where you were after that. Archmere?
Yeah, Archmere.
Yeah, I was at that game too, Pat. I'm not a lot of games.
That's right. Before you guys get there, obviously you're on the road, as I mentioned, at Del Castle, at home versus Padua, and then on the road for Ursuline and Polytech before you would hopefully get that home playoff game. What's the message to the student section? What's the message to the students, to the fans? Right, you guys got a big game. Yeah, you got a big game coming up against Padua. I mean, what is your message to your student body and the fans?
You guys got to come out.
Yeah, we need a big turnout that game.
We're here for each other at St. Mark's.
We need fans there, like we need them.
We need the energy. We're gonna get the dub for you.
It's big time.
I think Allison Drini's got to get out there.
He does. He's an alumni. All right, so we ask everybody this question. We're gonna ask you ladies the same thing. Right before tip-off, if you got the AirPods in or you got the controls to the speakers, what's one song that always gets you in the zone, focused, ready for a game?
I have no idea.
You don't have a go-to?
Our playlist that we usually we'll be in the locker room, put the playlist on.
Lucy Murphy does the music.
Yeah, Lucy Murphy does it.
But
Lucy, come here real quick. Come here.
Lucy, resident DJ.
Lucy, come on.
She's our DJ right here.
That's right.
She's our DJ. Tell him.
She got the playlist.
Tell him what song we're listening to right before a game, to get us hype. Say.
Super Gremlins.
Super Gremlins.
All right, now, Lucy, you also have to answer this question. What would Coach Friel's playlist be?
Meatloaf. He loves some meatloaf.
tremendous.
Yes! Or Akon.
It would actually be Old Town Road.
Yeah. Or Old Town Road.
Actually,
in practice, whenever Run This Town by Rihanna comes on, he always goes crazy.
That's a good one.
He goes crazy.
He's always dancing to that.
Okay. Hey, great answers, Mike. Great answers. Great answers. Ladies, thanks for joining us. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
There it is, St. Mark's girls basketball team. They finished their season up strong, 11-4 on the season. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, Wilmington Charter will be joining us right here on DLS Weekly.
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day, and it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
And Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are specially trained in the current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physician and orthopedic consultant for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to the local emergency departments as well as medical aid units and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Call for an appointment today or visit us at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations.
Locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy.
But have you tried Premier?
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239.
Welcome back in, again, ladies and gentlemen, to DLS Weekly, live here at the Christiana Buffalo Wild Wings. A little gear switch. We're talking to Mike Lang, Patrick Garedes. Now we're joined by the Charter Force ladies basketball team. Welcome in, introduce yourselves, and then either up to you, interesting fact or favorite menu item.
Oh, okay. Go first. I'm Claire Sella. My favorite menu item is probably the fried pickles, which I actually tried for the first time today.
I'm Emma Brown. My favorite menu item is also the fried pickles. Got her to try them today too.
Thanks, Emma.
I'm Robin Bufano, and I gotta say, my favorite menu item is also the fried pickles.
All right, clean sweep, Mike. Fried pickles for the win. That's it, fried pickles for the win.
Fried pickles everywhere.
Ladies, tremendous start to your season. 12-1, I believe, on the year. What's been working for you? I mean, it's been a year really unlike any other, or at least in quite some time, over at Wilmington Charter. What's been the key to it from your guys' perspective?
So we've been together for a year, or we're all returners this year, so we all just work together really well. We already knew our plays going into the season. We have such good chemistry, and we all just like to have fun and play basketball.
Sure.
Our team's definitely smaller than it's ever been before, but it's so much closer.
Mm-hmm.
I think the small team definitely helps in practice because just having 10 girls, and we have 11 because one's out, so we pulled a girl up. But everyone's involved all the time, so everyone's always getting better.
So, you guys, I've been to a few games over at Wilmington Charter. I know you guys, from the familiar face there. I love watching games in Wilmington Charter. I don't make no secret about that. How much fun is it to play in front of your students and as Mr. Brown, right? I mean, how much fun is that to play there?
Oh my!
Who's going to tell me that?
It's so much fun. It's just as much fun as volleyball was this year. With all the fans and everything, it's a great setting, and we love having everyone come out and watching us play.
Yeah, we feed off the energy of the crowd.
So you guys your students show up. You have the communities there. You have the dance team,
and our bench goes crazy.
It's just a lot of fun out there. Pat was the coach at Charter.
I was on the boys' side a couple years back. But he's right though about the atmosphere. It can definitely be fun. But yeah, looking at some of your big wins this year, obviously you got a big win against Archmere, St. Mark's, St. George's, among others. Talk a little bit about beating those really quality opponents. You were in a really tight game with St. Elizabeth, who's year in and year out one of the top teams in the state. Talk a little bit about the competition this year and you guys being able to step up to the challenge so far.
I have to say our passing has just gotten a lot better this year, and just mentally preparing for the games and just talking to the team and making sure that we're all on the same page has definitely helped us this year with our tough loss and our big wins, and we all just are connected, I guess. Yeah.
And I feel like everyone, since we have no freshmen, everyone's a returning varsity member.
Right.
You can definitely see everyone's a lot more confident, and I think that helps us work together better.
I also think that we have a lot of threats on our court. We don't just have one scorer. It's not just Emma Brown out there. If someone tries to shut her down, we have other people that can step up and score points.
Emma Brown, by the way, is a fantastic basketball player. Having a great season. Ladies, tomorrow afternoon, it's a top 10 matchup with Wilmington Charter. How much fun is that to say the top 10
It's
Wilmington
awesome.
Charter?
It really is.
Wilmington Charter at Tatnall. What do you guys know about Tatnall? And I know they have height. What kind of challenges do they present to you? Whoever wants to answer.
Just height, really. We're ready to play. We're ready to take on any
some game films today.
Yeah.
Have you played there before?
Oh, we have. We played there last year.
It's always their senior night.
Yeah, it's always
so
their
it's
senior night.
Exciting to play.
Yeah, definitely gotta love doing that. So you finished the year up, obviously, as Mike alluded to. You got Tatnall coming up on the road, home versus Tower Hill, on the road at DMA, and then 2 big home games to finish the year off at Caravel and Conrad. Talk a little bit about what are the goals for you ladies as a team in order to finish the season strong going into tournament time.
We just want to keep playing for as long as possible. Us seniors, this is our last chance to play basketball together. I know it's sad, but it's true. So we just want to push as far as we can and work as hard as we can every day.
So what's next up for the three of you? Whether You're going to play sports in college, or what are you going to do? What's next up for you guys? You know, and if you're playing sports or not, that's a good thing or a bad thing. It doesn't really matter. But Claire, where are you going next year? Do you know yet?
I'm going to Boston College.
Boston, that's where my daughter went.
Really?
What are you going to major in?
I don't have my major yet, but I'm going to be in the School of Arts and Sciences.
That's awesome. She was, I don't know, she did something with biology. But Boston College is a good school. Emma Brown, have you decided yet?
I have no idea, but I do know I want to play basketball. I don't know where, but...
You be a basketball player somewhere?
Yeah.
How about you, Robin?
I haven't decided. I have some acceptances, but I haven't made a decision.
And do you know what you're going to study?
Chemical engineering.
Nice.
Look, Pat, Wilmington Charter.
Oh, I know.
Smart kids in that Wilmington Charter.
Absolutely.
And Cap Calloway. Are you guys all charter students, or is it? Yeah. I know that Cap students also play.
We don't have any Cap students
No
this
Cap
year.
students?
Not on varsity.
Not on varsity, at least.
They can play the
Struggling
pianos and stuff. You guys can play the basketball. I'm kidding.
So looking ahead, you're more than likely going to have a home playoff game. We talked a little bit about the atmosphere. How excited going into your senior year is it to potentially have a nice home playoff game come tournament time?
So we did have a home tournament game sophomore year, I think, 2 years ago. And it was honestly one of my favorite games I've ever played in.
Yeah.
Out of all the games I've ever played in my entire life, that was probably my favorite. So I'm definitely excited to, if we can, have a home game.
Anyone want to add anything to that, or does she wrap it up? Yeah, good answer. Good answer.
They have a chance at a bye, Pat, which is
huge.
Amazing. Great job by Coach Foltz and by the young ladies.
So here we go. We asked this question to everybody that comes on the show. If you've been watching it, you may have thought about it a little bit. Pre-game, you got the AirPods in, or if you had to put together a playlist, if you had control of it, what's the go-to song to get you in the zone for tip-off?
It comes on every single time.
Okay.
I don't warm up, and Emma sings it every time. But
I cannot
Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
That's a great song.
It comes on every time, and we get so hyped. And Emma skips it.
I cannot listen to it before game. Any other time I'm perfectly fine, but not before
I'm ready
game.
to sing a song right now.
Don't do it, Mike. Don't do it to him.
How about Coach Foltz? What's her go-to song? Robin?
Do you know this? I don't know this one. What's your go-to song?
Tremendous.
No comment.
We leave our juniors. We leave our juniors to do the playlist and everything.
Come on, Eileen. Honors. Well played. Well, Emma, if you're not down with the Queen song, what would your go-to be then?
I did just make this our intro song. It's Pushin' P by
That's
Gunna.
new. I heard all
Love
about
the
it.
song.
I've heard
My
all
favorite
about
song
the
right now. So it has to play at least once.
It's tremendous.
By the way, Pat, all three of these young ladies, multi-sport athletes, as a lot of the charter athletes are. They're all volleyball players. And who plays any spring sports? Anybody?
She doesn't play volleyball.
Claire, I thought you played volleyball.
You might get her confused with Veronica.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
No, I just messed up. You guys play any spring sports?
Yeah, we all do actually.
Yeah.
What are you playing?
I run track.
Track?
I'm soccer goalie.
Soccer, that's right, I knew that.
I play softball.
And it's all three different spring sports?
That's important. That's important. Multi-sports, I think that's really,
Wilmington
really
Charter
great.
soccer, by the way, Pat.
Always are. Well, ladies, really appreciate you coming on. Best of luck to finish up the season. Best of luck come tournament time. Thanks for coming on. There you go. The Charter Force girls basketball team. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be joined once again by Jay and Craig. We'll break down some hot topics and some more hoops talk coming at you right after the break.
Thank you.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts, Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fan wear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride. BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
Regulars have been enjoying Green Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle Magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Green. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one. Regulars have been enjoying Green Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music. Now it's your turn. Bring your friends and family to our locations in Newark, Kennett Square, and our waterfront locations on the C&D Canal and in Lewis. Even your dogs are welcome on our heated patios. Enjoy lunch, dinner, or a weekend brunch that Elle Magazine said was one of the 50 best in the country, and find out for yourself what keeps people coming back to Green. Not a regular? Stop in and we'll make you one. Regulars have been enjoying Green Craft Bar and Kitchen since 2015 for award-winning food, great drink selection, and live music.
Whether you're planning to buy a home in 3 months, 6 months, or even a year, let me walk you through the process from start to finish and get your questions answered. I'm a DHSA lender with down payment assistance programs or grant money. I can help those with less than perfect credit or those working on their credit. I'm also a local and always have been. So call 302-563-5599 or visit briansloans.com when you are ready to get started on your road to homeownership.
It's a fun night here tonight on DSL Weekly. Special thanks once again to both the Wilmington Charter and St. Mark's girls basketball teams. Both teams having just a flat-out tremendous season. Both are going to be alive come tournament time, and definitely interested in seeing how they finish up their year. So thanks once again to them coming on. We're in a transition. We're going to switch gears here. I'm still here is Mike Lang. Jay and Craig are joining us back up here, and Jay, we moved through the fog. We flicked a couple lights on. You're out of the bunker here. We want to figure out where teams are, and what their outlook's looking like. So how we're going to do this is myself, Mike, Craig. We're going to give you a team either on the boys or girls side. You're going to tell us where they're at, and we'll kind of discuss it. So here we go. We're going to start off. I'm going to be a homer. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be a homer here. Saney's boys team, they're an intriguing team. They've been right outside of our top 10 for most of the year, but they've got a really good record, and they do have a couple of nice opportunities, big games. I know one against Sally's coming up. We ended today. Where are the Vikings at on the boys' side?
So today they would be the 10th seed.
Wow. Okay.
But with their upcoming games, if they could pull off an upset against the Sally's or a Caravel team, maybe they climb up in that top 8 range and have a first-round bye. Wow. I see them somewhere maybe in that 9 to 12 range in 2 weeks. But right now they're holding strong at 10. I mean, it just tells you they have a great record. It just tells you how many teams are up there in the point index wise.
Absolutely. Coach Cassidy got them guys playing well. Jemai Herring. They are. Mike, go ahead. Throw one out there, man.
I am going to say... I just had a team in my head, but now I lost. Laurel Boys.
Laurel Boys. They are sitting up there in that 18th spot right now.
Okay.
But they are coming on strong. A nice couple of wins. It's going to be interesting with them because they're playing all these games in a row for them to move up. But I would say somewhere probably in the 17, 16, 15 range.
Javier White, by the way, playing all-state level.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, first team.
Craig?
It always just impresses me watching Jay talk. He's like the Swami of Delaware High School basketball, all sports really. But all right, how about St. Mark's boys?
Okay, now next week we're going to talk bubble talk, and they might be one of those ones on the bubble. Last week they were 17. This week they dropped down to 21. their schedule has a challenge or two where maybe if they pull off an upset. But right now they're going to be like on that bubble. Like I said, right now 21. The question is, will they be able to hold on? There's teams that are making up ground on the Spartans. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, next week I think I'll be mentioning them more on the bubble call as they try and hold on to that a berth this year in the tournament.
All right, fellas, now let's go around again. Let's go girls this time. I'll start us off. Sitting at number 5 right now, 11-3 on the year, Tatnall. Where do you have the Hornets at?
They are seeded 4th if the tournament started today. I see them more as maybe, they got Wilmington Charter, who, by the way, is seeded 1st if the tournament started today. So, they both play tomorrow. One of them is going to get a 4-point win. Tatnall can climb up. I think we'll probably see them in the 6-7 range as the season winds down here. But they gave like I said, they only lost to Sanford by 4. They pull off a win against Sanford. That's another chance of a 4-point win. They got Tower Hill another time, so there's chances there for them to climb up. But I would think they'd be in that 6-7 range.
I want to go to my neck of the woods, Mount Pleasant girls.
Okay.
Mount Pleasant girls are holding on right now to the 24th spot. The tournament started today, Mike. So interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if they can hold on. The Henny South has a bunch of teams up there that you normally don't see. Padua trying to hang on. Padua has a great strength of schedule. Will help them. So it'd be interesting to see if Mount can hold on, but right now they would be a 24th spot.
There you go. All right.
All right, how about, let's go Friends.
Friends girls?
Yeah.
All right. They got a lot of bonus points.
Okay.
They're sitting at the 22nd position right now. Question is, can they hold on? Like I said, it's a tough schedule, but the bonus points are there. The wins right now aren't. I think they can pick up some wins and hold on, but it's going to be tough to see if they can hold on. I'm sure that's another team that will be in the bubble call next week.
Unbelievable. Well, tremendous job. I think, Craig, you laid it down perfectly, Swami style right there. We're going to close the door to the bunker, fellas.
The bunker shadow going.
Yeah, we're going to close the door to the bunker. We're going to switch gears once again. Well done, Jay. Really, really good information there. Really, really good information. Now we're going to get into some open discussion here, some hot topics. First one, we're right around the corner from tournament time. March Madness is creeping right along to us. And we want to discuss basketball quarterfinals specifically. Should they be played on neutral courts, and in particular, pick certain locations and do doubleheaders, right? A tip-off maybe at 5:30, a tip-off maybe at 7:30 with 2 games at one location. I want to grab all 3 of your guys' thoughts on that. Craig, we'll start with you, Craig.
Sure, thanks. I kind of like the idea of playing on a neutral court. I know that when you earn the right to play on your home court, and that's kind of the argument against that. But I think for the fans, it's just great, and the doubleheader thing is a fantastic idea, because then you can have the same fans watching both games. You can see what's happening. You almost get a whole picture of what's going on with one night. You can sit there, watch 2 games, and you get a much bigger picture of what happened, rather than maybe checking your phone and trying to figure out who won at a different location. It just kind of makes it more fun.
Jay?
Yeah, I always used to remember back when it was played at the Carpenter Center, you had 4 games. I would be the fan that would go and buy 1 ticket and sit there from all day and watch 4 great games of basketball. Obviously, that can't happen with UD anymore, and it's a shame, because that's a great place. But I agree with Craig. I know they earn that top, but it's off a seeding index. So some schools might say, "Hey, I'm 18-2, and I'm not hosting." So I always think that's tough when you're based off of seeding. I like the idea of a neutral court. I also like the idea of a doubleheader. And if you don't do a doubleheader, stagger the start time.
Right.
So people like myself, who was a big-time fan, could get to more than one game.
Absolutely. That's good. Mike, what about you? How do you feel about
The
it?
answer is yes. That's it. Yes. They should be on. If you're going to get a home game, it's going to be in the second round or the first round if you don't get a bye.
Right.
You have a home game. After that, it should move to the neutral court, and it should move to the neutralist court in the state, and that's the Bob Carpenter Center. They should be back there. If you can do 2 segments, what they've done recently, you buy 2 tickets, you can see all 4 games. What's the goal? The goal is to get the most exposure for these kids as you can. And where are you going to get more exposure than the Carpenter Center? Nowhere. So they should be at the Carpenter Center, and just not for nothing. And I know Jason knows how I feel about this. The DIAA should get that building for free, and be able to use it for the quarters, the semis, and the finals for free.
That's it. Mike Lang. I love it, Mike.
Mic drop right there.
There it
Love
is.
that. Yeah.
No pun intended.
And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. And like, every time we always hear about, they're struggling to get money. You have that in that building. You're gonna get 5,000 fans for each session. You're making money. And like Mike said, it's great exposure for the kids. I mean, let's look. We got Dante DiVincenzo in the NBA. You got Brian O'Neill, who played basketball, playing in the NFL. You got some other.
But Naja Laney, who's in
it's the WNBA.
Yeah.
It's so I mean the talent's there, but let them play on the college court, and they're going to be playing at that next level. These girls and boys would love to play at the Bob. They always used to joke that I know Kayla, when she was coaching at Archner, she said, I just want to get to the Bob. I want to be a top 8, in that last 8 standing so I could go play at the Bob.
It was the dream. It was definitely the dream as an athlete.
The Tower Hill girls basketball Twitter handle, I don't know if it still is, used to be @ToTheBob.
Yeah, that's the goal. That was the goal growing up playing basketball in Delaware. You felt, I should say, I shouldn't say you were, but you felt legit if you were able to accomplish that and be one of the grade 8 within the state of Delaware. So, I mean, I agree with you guys for sure. The other thing you could do if you do the neutral site is kind of break it down regionally. Have a nice school down, maybe midway between Dover and the downstate teams, if that's how the bracket broke. And then somewhere in, Middletown-ish area for the Newcastle County schools. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out with the tournament being so close. All right, let's go to our next topic here. The ever controversial point system that breaks down the seedings and how these teams get seeded throughout the year. It tends to get most teams right if you look at it as a whole in terms of the talent and what teams end up in that Final Four era. But if any changes at all that you would like to see, what would they be? And if you think it's fine the way it is, it's not broke, don't fix it. Tell us why you feel that way as well. We'll start on this side of the table, Mike, and then go around.
Well, I'm trying to think of what they could add to it to make it better. They're trying to reward teams for scheduling tougher schedules. That may hurt some teams in a conference where there's 2 or 3 good teams and 5 teams that aren't very good, and you're not getting bonus points if you have to play them. Where a team like Salesianon's going out and scheduling murderers right, and they're racking up bonus points left and right. So if you could maybe address that somehow, I don't know, but I like the point system. I think it works well.
The only thing I would change is, and they said it at the committee meeting last week, some of the teams that had games canceled, they don't want to make it up because they want their number of games divided by
18 instead of 20
instead
or whatever.
of 20
right.
or something. So why not make that hey, if you're playing 20, if you don't play 20 for whatever reason, your index still divided by 20 or you figure it out, because teams are
finagling the system.
Right, and they brought that up at the last basketball committee meeting on Sunday that some of the coaches have told things that we're trying to reschedule a game, and they're finding ways out of it.
Right.
So that's the only thing I would like to see change. I like the bonus points. I think if you play strong in competition, you should be awarded that. And I do like the 2 points for a win. But yeah, I would just find some way to make sure that everyone has an even playing field and that their numbers divided by the same number of games.
Greg, what are your thoughts on
Yeah,
this?
I don't have a lot to add. They kind of covered everything there. But I do like that it rewards the scheduling right now. Obviously the teams that are going to play an incredibly hard schedule like Salesianum right now, as Mike mentioned,
right.
You should be rewarded for that, and they do that, and I think they do a good job of using that system right now. But yeah, I'm kind of okay with it right now. I feel like it ends up kind of like the BCS in college football. Like sometimes you just, there's some of the teams are going to be left out that you think should be in there, and sometimes it gets it right. I don't know. I feel like if you switch it, we're just going to have this same debate with the new system. So it's a tough thing to kind of.
Now, how do you guys feel about a team that's in a conference, right? Like a big conference, say like a Blue Hen conference, or one of the Henlopen conferences where there's a real good Henlopen conference team, but maybe the conference is down a little bit. They're not getting, but they're forced to play X amount of conference games. Do you think that there should be something there with that? Or like the Blue Hen Conference has got a lot of great teams, but maybe their records aren't as good because they're beating each other up. What do you have to say about those?
Yeah, and this is an interesting topic because at least the Blue Hen Conference, they used to play each other twice.
Yeah.
They cut that back, so now you're playing 7 conference games. That gives you 13 non-conference games. So now William Penn can go out and schedule a Sally's, a St. Elizabeth's, whereas the Henlopen North is still playing each other twice. So now you're looking at a 14-game conference schedule and only 6 open dates. So is there a way to maybe have the Henlopen go down to 1 and then they free up, or is there a way where you can adjust and say, hey, listen, if you're going to play 2, maybe the second one's not a conference game and a non-conference game. Like William Penn Appa boys are playing twice this year. One's a conference game, one's not a conference game. And then that way you still get to play that team twice, but now you could schedule the better teams in that conference the second time.
I don't know, gentlemen, do you have any additional thoughts to that, or are we good? Yeah.
No matter what system you have, somebody's not going to like it. There's no perfect system.
Exactly.
I think it works. We tend to get the best teams standing at the end of the tournament. The final 8 or the final 4 is usually the best. It's pretty rare that a 10-10 team wins the state championship, like Salesianum did 7 years ago.
Yeah.
They were 10-10, but seeded 6.
Yeah.
So just to tell you, because of their schedule.
Well, that was it. And in this year's Salesianum team,
it's right around the 500 again.
Exactly.
Yep. So, all right. Well, that's a great discussion. Really enjoy hearing your guys' thoughts on those topics. We're going to take our quick and final commercial break. When we come back, top 10 plays of the week, outstanding performers, and our final thoughts right here on DLS Weekly.
Is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call us for your roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchen, and bathroom needs, you can expect health screen craftsmen who wear gloves and face masks and follow minimum 6-foot distancing, virtual conferences to discuss project details, job quotes delivered electronically or brought to your door for your review and approval, and our showrooms in Newark and Rehoboth Beach remain open for limited appointments.
We're here together.
Operating with precautions.
To protect our staff.
And our customers.
At Ferris Home Improvements, your family's comfort and safety is always our top priority.
If you call...
Welcome back into DLS Weekly, ladies and gentlemen. Really fun show here today. And now it's time for the big finish. It's your Delaware Live Sports Top 10 Plays of the Week, presented to you by BSN Sports. Got tongue-tied there, man.
Yeah.
It's the season. All right, Mike, I'll start us off here with
you got the promo.
BSN Sports number 10. It's Stefan Solis beating the buzzer. Wilmington Charter, look at him. They pull up at half court. The floater off the bank. It's open in Wilmington.
And that by the way, Charter beat Concord that day. Good comeback. Here we go. Deep three-pointers. AI DuPont and Woodbridge. Here we go. This is AI DuPont. It looks like Glasgow. Boom! I missed the player's name. So here we go from Woodbridge. I was at, this is Reagan Robinson, number 1. Pat, look at this shot. Hello!
That's the set shot.
That was her longest three-pointer of the day. She had a bunch of them. Oh, you got wrestling.
I got to do this. We got to rock the cradle.
Yeah.
Hush, little baby. Don't say a word. Daddy's going to put you in a cradle. That did not rhyme at all, but you get the point. There's a pin. Here's another one.
You got 6 points, Pat.
Good night. That's a big-time pin right there. I know Benny Mitchell was going wild.
All right, here's more wrestling. The lateral drop for the pin. I bet you that hurts. Let's see. Oh, down he goes. And here we go. The referee's in there. And he's waiting. There it is.
This is a tie match. It's huge.
For Johnson there.
Always love the mood lighting. All right, fellas,
it hurts to watch.
Mutasir Jenkins. Watch this breakaway dunk for Glasgow. Look at this. Let me get gathered. Bang! Slamming it down. Really nice for Dragons. Fellas,
all right, Pat, number 6. Jemai Stewart here. We all know Jemai from St. E's. Against William Penn. Baseline. Down it goes. Big reaction from the students. Used to be in there.
Fellas, 2-foot jumper, 1-foot jumper. It doesn't matter. Here's some more dunks for you. Jabri White. He's back. He's back for the Spartans, folks. This was at the SL24 Classic against DMA. The Seahawks would get the win, but Jabri White would have the highlight reel. Watch this last one down the lane. Getting up there for the jam.
Good to see Jabri back.
I was just about to say, Mike, good to see him back on the court.
Tatley Middle School. Watch this rejection. Boom! Get out of here!
Get that out of here.
He rejected the camera.
Absolutely. Shout out Rob Turner for giving us that one. Now Mark Handy. Watch this floater for the game winner, fellas. This is for all the marbles. We're tied up at 50. Pull up. Got it.
Buckets.
I got shades of Kawhi Leonard killing my Sixers on that. Hit every front of the rim. Oh, what a win there for the AI DuPont Tigers.
Here we go from Tim Hamburger. Archmere and Ursuline. We're tied up. 4 seconds to go. Inbounds. Here comes Lauren Kim. She hits a circle, Pat. Watch out. It's up. And win! Perfect. First ever win at Ursuline.
Yeah, upset complete. Upset complete.
What a job there. Again, we talked about Coach Pisani's got them girls playing tremendous. We had them on the show. I feel like they were in the middle of a run, and they've just continued to do it. That's a team that I would be afraid to play come tournament time.
They're very,
just saying.
very fundamental, very solid.
Absolutely. Our top performer of the week, we got to give a congratulations to Gabe Valmont of William Penn. One of the top players in the state, one of the more enjoyable players to watch. He scored his 1,000th career point last Thursday against my Vikings at St. Elizabeth. And congratulations to you, Gabe. A tremendous accomplishment. That's obviously always a goal as a basketball player to hit that 1,000-point mark.
And such a nice kid, too. You know, I had a chance to get him on when he hit the game winner against Appo. You know, he's a really nice kid, and it's great to see him score 1,000 points. So congratulations, Gabe.
Absolutely. Well, let's go around the table one last time. Final thought before we sign off. Craig, this is your first time on here. Any final thoughts you'd like to say?
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm going to make a homer pick here and just say, keep watching Archmere. Watch him rise up the rankings. Got that win streak, 8 games. Let's keep it going.
Absolutely. Jay?
All right, I'm going to start. I just want to say the referees in Delaware, with all these makeup games, being shorthanded, they're doing 25, 26, 27 games a week. Just when you're out there, just show support for them. They're not going to get every call right, but I'll tell you what, they do a great job so our kids can play basketball. And they're the reason that these kids are out there playing basketball. They do a good job. They're just like these kids that are playing 7, 8 games in 11 days. These guys are refereeing 4. Sometimes they do freshman, JV, and varsity at a location. 3 straight games, and they do that 5-6 days a week. So I just want to say thank you to the officials for everything that you do, and I appreciate all your hard work so that we can go cover these games for these kids.
Amen to that.
Well said. Mike?
I know we're heavy on the basketball, but just a reminder, Betty Mitchell and Glenn Fraser tonight at the dual team quarterfinals for Division I and Division II, I believe, also tonight. The semifinals and finals are on Saturday. We got indoor track championships coming up. You'll see that on the NFHS network on the 19th, I believe. And the week after that is the swimming and diving championships back at the Rostrum Auditorium in Newbury. It's tournament season, Pat, not just basketball. It's a pretty exciting time.
Well, and I want to shout out a couple of former DLHS players, Delaware players that have had a tremendous last couple of weeks. Jair Davis, Conference Rookie of the Week for the CAA, had a really good week last week for the Blue Hens. Got to shout out Bones Highland. He was on Sports Center today, humiliating Kemba Walker, pointing to him after hitting a three, making him fall. Keep killing it, Bones. You should be in the Rising Stars game. 100% should be in it. And then you got to give a shout out to Troy Reeder. He's going to be playing in the Super Bowl this Sunday, man. The granddaddy of them all, the big game. Best of luck to him. Good luck to him in that game, and hope he has a good one. Yeah, I don't mind seeing either team win on that one. So congratulations there. So let's get Craig. Thanks for joining us here today, man.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, Jay, Mike. Appreciate you guys hopping on here. Mike getting here. We're straight from church. Look tremendous. Thanks again to St. Mark's and Charter Girls Basketball. For everybody here, Patrick Garinis, Nick Halliday, signing off. We'll see you next week, I believe, here on DLS Weekly.
High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when three guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware. They now operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings, 6 locations throughout Delaware, and 2 locations in Maryland. B-Dubs has weekly and game day specials on their delicious food and beverages. Stop in one of their convenient locations today. The Stone Balloon Ale House features a unique blend of crafted food and an array of spirits, all flavored with a dash of nostalgia. Our culinary mantra is comfort food playfully reimagined, and we prepare seasonal favorites that strive to please the palate and resurface a memory. Limestone Barbecue, from our mouth-watering Texas-style brisket, fall-off-the-bone chicken, and St. Louis ribs. Southern-style sides, mac and cheese, baked beans, cornbread, sweet tea, and our homemade pickles. Be prepared as your bread will be your napkin. Yup, we are that kind of barbecue. Expectation. You'll have a tough time choosing between our exclusive dishes to help get you through the day. French toast, French crepes, Belgian waffles, and of course, our famous Eggs Benedict. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality. High Five Hospitality was founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise concept to Delaware.